that. Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, it looks like Clock is set up pretty firmly in the middle of the map here. So if it's going to be a damage battle, Tristan's going to need to figure out a way to get in there.
It's because Burn is just too scary. He's got to rip through my... I'm trying to keep a good position. I think I'm just going to have to move there with him and hope. He's running out of skills. Does she not have... It sucks.
Robo can help a little bit with skill cooldowns, a little bit. But Kruger's cooldowns are all big.
I think he's got to go there.
Yeah, I just don't see how you get Christiane, Hilda, and Byrne out of the center. You can't push them. You're probably not going to kill them.
I needed like a heal block or something on the one I didn't get it. Like he's starting to get too many stacks now.
Yeah, he's blocking you out now. Well, hopefully the stream doesn't crash again until Tristan starts throwing stuff around here in the studio. Yeah, Clock has set up a really strong wall here.
Kruger's not debuffing enough. Like he can't, he's not, he needs to get his skills back faster.
Even that shows what a monster Bernhard is. So Tristan getting out-muscled by his own cluster up in the middle strategy.
There's a chance.
Alright, now's about the time, if you're watching the stream with any young children in the room, to usher them off to bed.
No chance against a whale like this. Can't beat the credit card.
What do you think you need to get through him? I don't think you're getting
I
through
need to
him.
get lucky debuffs, and I'm not getting them. I'm just getting
Even-
like, damage down.
Even a
and
debuff.
defense down. Like,
Like-
I need a heal block.
And then if you get a heal block, you think you can chip away and kill a
might be
unit
able to.
before the fog gets to you?
Well, I can't believe how she's able to keep stacks up when I've got these two big, these two big fucking guys up. It's just ridiculous. Watch, he'll probably like kill Landius here. It's getting so ridiculous. Oh, that's so sneaky. That's smart though.
Mm-hmm.
But look at his cooldown. I can't even use it. It's just keeping these guys up. I'm like, I can't get through it.
Yeah, Kampa, that's why
Like, look at
Bozil was an early ban. The funny thing is, you are significantly outdamaging him.
doesn't help if I can.
So, I know, it doesn't help when the fogs are coming. Tom says, if you had rushed mid, you had a chance this game, and that's being borne out by the damage numbers right now.
帝国の敵を倒すのです。
俺に力を貸してくれ。
Look at that. But he knew that.
Yeah, Ding, do you think that's why Clock has both of his tanks on Cav? Because he knows his strat is to rush mid and then hole up there? Yeah, exactly.
私が皆さんを守ります。
Ding knows. The mid rush, turtle rush box. There's Bernhardt doing his thing.
So ridiculous.
私があんたに与える最高の栄誉よ。
Yeah, Ding's saying in the chat that the best turtle tank push player runs 3 Cav tanks.
畳みかけます。
Well, given that my PC just exploded, maybe Tristan is going to hang on and hope that Clock's PC explodes before that fog gets here.
俺に力を貸してくれ。
I need like an active and healer. I have the 2 healers that can't do it.
Even if you were able to use Kruger's like move again to sneak into that last position,
Well, it doesn't matter.
that's just one like undefended person
You
being
don't kill
safe.
anything that gets in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a really strong wall setup with the 2 tanks burned nicely positioned in the middle, right next to the Landius, and then the 2 healers at the back. Not enough to cut through those Rosen stacks.
Look at that.
Clock Brock also making great use of his act again on Rosen just to keep the stacks up.
She's got no score down.
Alright, that's it. Tristan throws in the towel.
Well, that didn't work.
You got through a round, brother. Running into the seeded top 16 player in the second round was an unfortunate matchup, but I'm going to load into another match now and see what the stream is interested in watching. We'll see what games are still up first before we start hitting some replays. So, Saber versus Tenquin. Saber's in Tristan's guild.
Is up 1-0 on concede.
Hale's beating Concede. I wonder who's playing Concede, though. Oh, is that, did I just pass that one?
Luna's 1. Straw 1. Junie's fighting. Junie and Tomato are 0-0.
Really? Which group is that, Tristan?
G.
G? Oh, Loomis won already. So Loomis versus Rocky Valley Straw in the next round. Johnny and Tomato are still up. So Johnny's my guild leader. I feel like I owe it to old Johnny.
Nitro's up 1-0.
Why is this match... Oh, God. So this has been on for 45 minutes and they're just at the end of the first game already. Tomato has damage advantage and a couple of DPS on Johnny's lone Hilda. I see Tomato winning this one.
Kutaru's down. Watch him. He's down 1-0.
Alright, so Johnny just lost. Let's see who else we got. We can come back to that Johnny match, but Kutaru is fighting Ravager. Let's go back and continue going through the groups. Joshua, I think Dongo was playing the Joshua account. I might be wrong about that. Might be wrong about that. Daywalker, who defeated Lord Thy God, is still in battle against Mistress of Bully. Luxid won his match. Okay, that makes sense. Meow Sensei won his match. Amuro versus Miyoko still in battle, and Will Underscore versus Doll still in battle. And Doll's actually up a game. Let's take a look at what Will Underscore's up to right now. So Will actually has Listel and Bozel deployed here. And Landius. That's an interesting team. Doll with Mew, Liana, Kyra still in action. But Will is already kind of clustered up in the middle here. This will be an interesting one. Tristan, the chat is congratulating you for getting to top 128.
I appreciate that. I just was outclassed.
Oh yeah, Werner's still alive. Where is he? He's all the way over here, Ding.
Oh man, Kutaru's got Autocrator out doing some fucking hard work. Kutaru's got the second that game. In fact, I'm sure he does.
Tristan's just in the background commentating another match back there.
Oh yeah, he's won. He's gonna be 1-1. Yeah, he just conceded.
Kind of want to jump into Discord to see what Johnny's saying. But I also don't want my computer to crash. Oh, Johnny says, damn, that was a waste of 50 minutes. LOL. So what's the play in that situation, Ding? There's not really much you can do against both a Kyra and a Werner. I guess, like, Holy Pegasus, maybe, just in terms of sheer bulk? So Dahl up 1 game to nothing, but I think Will can win this one. Not having a healer might be problematic. It always is for me. But there's not much the Werner can do now. So... Kyra's the real threat here. She's temporarily silenced? Well, she's actually quite debuffed. But I still don't think Will has a way to get rid of her. He's going for it, though. He's getting into position to take her out. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way, Failart. I was away from the studio computer while watching Tristan's match, so I might have missed the actual notification. But I see you there. I see you there floating above Applesauce's little head. So Mew teleporting Liana over here to help out this struggling part of the team. Hopefully for Dahl to clear some of these debuffs off Kyra. Still silenced, though. Will really closing in. Oh, that PC crash was annoying. That's the first crash I've had in a couple months, and I've done like 4-hour streams since then of Langrisser. So I don't really know what's going on there. I don't have anything else here that would be interfering. I think it's probably just time to start streaming directly from my new laptop. No, I haven't taken the leap to Windows 11 yet. That actually may solve more problems than it causes. Just because I do have a feeling that some of the problems with this computer are Windows-based more so than any specific application. Yeah, I mess you up. The only thing with the MacBook Pro is Apple comes with their own set of concerns. I can run the Langrisser iOS app directly on the laptop, but I can't resize the window or anything like that, so I'd have to run BlueStacks if I want to set everything up exactly the way I want. And then you need to install your own plugins to actually capture desktop audio through OBS. For whatever reason, Apple doesn't just have a direct line from the system audio. So it'll take a little bit of tweaking, but it will be possible at some point I mess you up. Kyra still fleeing. Once these debuffs come off, that's gonna be... I want to see what she can do against Will. This is just such a funny positioning from Doll. Literally on every corner of the map. Okay, so Leanna actually able to wipe those debuffs off Kyra. She's back in action, and she's immune to future debuffs for the next 3 turns. She's got plus 20% int. Will, at the very least, sitting on a tree. Alright, where's Kyra going now? Well, Emerald Dragon, you can pass along my my optimism for Windows 11 possibly fixing the problems that Windows 10 has caused. Kyra, healthy again. This is an interesting kind of oppressive playing by Doll. It's like the opposite of the oppressive pushing towards the middle that you usually see. It's like pushing from without. Doll knows that they don't have to worry about healing, so they can just keep pressing the damage advantage. I'll see how this game winds up, and then I'll go back and take a look at Johnny's game again. Oh, Landius takes out the Kyra. And Doll knows that that was the one thing keeping them in the game, so that was enough for Will to even the score up at 1-1. Yep, very nice. Very nice move, Will. Alright, let's check back in on Johnny. So we know that Tomato won the first game. And we are right at the start of this game. So Johnny got a Royal Cav Helena out. Bernhardt tanking. We've got an Illustrial, Tiny Jess, and Deedlit. Tomato also gets Illustrial. Jugler with faction buff. Fully loaded Ultimuller. Bernhardt with Sword Dance. And Iris. So they both have a Teleport, they both have an Illustrial, they both have a Bernhardt. Helena's an interesting threat on Johnny's side. Okay, and he does have Accelerated Aid on Deedlit as well, to act as another mobility boost. Flock Ninja, welcome to the stream. Are you still on the Kutaru game?
Yeah. Listen to what his opponent has. Licorice, Sigma, Liana, Omega, and Kaiura.
3 assassins.
Yeah. And then Licorice and Liana. Like, what's Licorice gonna do? Q's got significant range.
Q always has significant range.
He has Imelda and Estelle out. And then he has Lucretia, Clotaire, and Illustrial.
Well, what do you think, chat? Should we check in on Kutaru's game so we're on the same page as Tristan, and then come back to this one, or do we think this one's going to be fast enough opening up? Johnny's first game was 50 minutes. I don't think this one will take that long. One thing I dislike about spectator mode is I can't see their mobility or their danger zones. And one of the joys of not actually playing in playoffs is that I don't have all the stress of counting tiles, so I'm not about to do that just while spectating. To see what Illustrial's threatening here.
You know what I did really wrong in that last match? I shouldn't have picked Chloe last. I should have picked T-Jess and then Mark. That was probably a pretty big mistake.
Tristan's still digesting his game back there. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if you would have been able to really overwhelm him with that extra, like, 1 extra AoE worth of damage. Yeah, it would have at least kept his healers acting. Yeah, on turn 12. I don't think this is going to be a turn 12 kind of game. Looks like Moondoggy won his match against Moon Prince.
One of my guys won.
You know, this one might go to turn 12 just with the amount of time they're spending on their opening gambits. I'm gonna just quickly check in on Kutaru. We can come back to Johnny again.
This one's good. His opponent's almost lost half his backup time. He hasn't even moved yet.
That doesn't sound super entertaining.
Well, they're gonna have to start moving quick.
Alright, what do we got here? We've got Kutaru with... Something's happening. I just loaded in, so I haven't even had a chance to look at these teams yet.
Can he hit her? Guess so.
Ravager going for the Omega lol.
If he can hit her, she's gonna dodge. This might be bad news for Q.
Oh, he couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't hit.
Did he, like, miscalculate it?
Might have. He might have. So Q's got Lucretia, Imelda, Clotaire. His typical Estelle. He probably first picked Estelle, didn't he? And Illustrial. So Clotaire getting whipped. And the other team has Omega, Kyra, and Sigma.
He must be gonna act again him.
I guess the act again on Omega makes sense.
I guess. I think he's gonna nuke Omega with Clotaire, if that's what he does. And then Omega's probably dead. Right? That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna have to save his Illustrial. Do you think Clotaire whipped and buffed could kill that Omega?
With an AoE?
Yeah, like with the 3C. You don't think you can kill him with the fixed damage afterwards? Kutaru's also got a ridiculous Clotaire. Well, I think we're gonna find out. If he acts again, I'm definitely gonna find out. Clotaire with a faction buff and a whip. And the buff from Imelda. I feel like he's gonna kill him.
I don't know if it kills him outright or afterwards.
Well, it's gonna have both.
これが私の信じる心です。
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah, this is definitely a unique game.
Yeah, this is a weird one.
It's always funny when people talk about everyone's box being the same and everyone following the meta and being a slave to the meta and getting tired of seeing the same old boxes.
Yeah.
Then you get into the second round of playoffs and you get to watch a box like Kutaru and a box like Ravager.
Yeah. He's going
Okay, so Clotaire's going for it.
ために 帝国と女王陛下のおために
That's probably his hope.
帝国と女王陛下のおために
Ooh. He'll die next turn, though.
Can anyone even heal him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they can heal him. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Greenwinkle, there's a lot more variety. I don't know, I feel like there's definitely a few variations of a meta box. But I feel like it also kind of leveled the playing field for people to be able to customize their box the way they want. Titan Bradicus in here showing tons of support for Ravager. Must be guildmates. Evil Kittens Guild. I did get your super chat the other day, by the way, Titan. So thanks again. Yeah, we'll see what the play for Ravager's Sigma is. Okay, so Kutaru traded Clotaire for maybe Omega, depending on what happens next turn. Yeah, this is an interesting game 3.
Oh no, Omega. Oh yeah, no, I think you can save him. You can go kill him with Illustrial, can't you? Illustrial's probably dead, and then he's got you run all single target, I would appreciate too, that's interesting.
Yeah, no reason not to against this box. There's no tanking. Yeah, Izumo, I think that's true on one hand, but on the other hand, when you get to the real top of the crop players, like Will Underscore, who we just leapt away from, is a top 16 player, and he has a pretty unique box as well. Once you start getting to the top players, like, they definitely make very considered tweaks to what you might be thinking of as like a samey meta box. Any kind of variation that they put in there is for a very deliberate strategic reason. So what does Q want to do? There's a lot of zoning going on down here that we can't see because we're spectating. Yeah, that came closer to killing Omega than I thought it would, to be perfectly honest.
I thought it was gonna kill him.
Really? Well, the other tick in Kutaru's favor is that Ravager is only on 16 seconds of backup time left, so he may be pressured to make a time-related mistake. I am very personally familiar with the backup time debuff. He's trying to decide if he wants to sacrifice Illustrial for 33% of Ravager's assassins.
Oh, he's gonna kill her. Ooh, that's really good.
He is hoping that Omega dies on his own without further intervention.
That was a good kill.
Yeah. Omega in decent shape. Illustrial in pick-off range. So that could end up being a Clotaire and Illustrial trade for one Kyra. Ravager with 4 seconds of backup time left. Kutaru has a very strong Estelle, too. So who's Omega's chosen target here? Just eating the fixed damage, running to the back, taking Imelda.
Now he's probably gonna kill. He'll kill Illustrial with Sigma,
Yes.
and then Kutaru's probably dead. Unless somehow Lucretia can kill everything.
Well, Q is going to be relying on Lucretia to kill everything. I don't think there's any question about that. Or just have Estelle chip away at these.
Maybe.
But they can just out-mobility her.
But I think losing Imelda is probably not a big deal.
The other thing he's doing with this Sigma is forcing Kutaru to act with Lucretia first before he acts with Sigma, because she is marked.
Yeah.
So he wants to see if she'll come into range or stay way back there. Yep.
Can she survive him? Probably not.
Yeah, very interesting to see what Q's approach to the rest of this is. Because he's going to need to... I mean, he has to get Lucretia into the mix now.
So he can. She's too short. Two on four is not a winning number.
Tristan doesn't like Kutaru's chances 2-on-4. Well, this game should be over by the time Johnny's on turn 3, probably, so we'll finish out Q's match here. We'll go take a quick look at Johnny, and then we'll check in with Will underscore again. Omega should be dead here. It's just a question if she can do it and not get killed by Sigma right away. She's going to have her revive. Ravager needs to make sure that he can get both Lucretia's lives off this map without losing Sigma, because if he's left with just Licorice and Liana, probably. Yeah, but it turns into a bit more of a slog. Yeah, exactly. She's on Mass Heal, Mass Protect. Well, we're about to start seeing snappier turns here because they're both running low on backup time.
Wait, he's got...
Liana does have Act again. It is up actually right now.
Time is definitely a factor. Gotta think quick now.
All right. Yep, Licorice
So much damage.
putting some damage on Estelle and tempting.
Probably kill her.
Like, in order for Lucretia to get something here, she either has to move into Sigma range or just ignore it and let it happen right in front of her very eyes.
She can't, because if she goes into range, he'll kill her and then
Yeah.
act again and kill her again.
Yeah.
Maybe he ran out of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he ran out of time.
that looks like a timeout move.
He can teleport away though.
No, he just used his teleport.
I believe that he teleport.
Yeah, he used it last turn. So Lucretia is going to be almost certainly Sigma'd here. And then he has an Act again up his sleeve. He could Sigma her again. Assuming Ravager doesn't also run out of time.
Huh.
Okay, so he's going for the duel on Lucretia. That's an easy first life kill.
Oh, he's gonna cut out of turn.
She doesn't have 3C. So that is it. I don't think injured Estelle with one golem can come back from that. So that's it for Kutaru. GG's everyone.
That's too bad. That sucks.
Speaking of G's, oh, it looks like Johnny already lost the second game, so GG to Tomato and Johnny as well. Which group was Will underscore in again? I feel like we were just going through the list when we came across his name. Yeah, here they are. Still in battle in game 3. Let's see how Will's doing. Everyone's alive.
Nitro 1. He's playing Egg Tang next.
Egg Tang probably beats Nitro.
Ice Lord also won.
Who did Vice Lord beat? So Will's got his Chris, he's got Florentia, he's got Licorice, Bozel, and Burn. That's a solid Will-style setup. Doll has Kruger, Lucretia, Helena, who's got some tiles preset up here, Illustrial.
Oh my god! Hail beat Concede!
Hail beat Concede.
2 straight!
Tristan's pretty pumped about that.
Wow. Well, I guess you can feel alright about your loss, because he just beat the champion.
No, I don't feel alright about it.
Wow. I bet you Concede wishes you won. Wow. Holy shit, FSN Saber and Tenquin are going to round 3. It's just starting. Wow.
Sounds like they had 2 long games.
Wow. Wow, it's just starting too. Well, I hope Concede wasn't paying some of the Powder's accounts. He knew very well.
Oh, Benjamin was watching your game before he joined the stream. He says that was a painful match, getting slowly pushed from the center. Tristan probably isn't ready to talk about it yet.
Not very pleased with any of that.
What do we think of Will's odds here? Oh yeah, Titan is taking notes from Will for sure. Well, yeah, Will has definitely eaten up a lot of his backup time already. What turn are we even on? It's got to be like turn 2 or 3. Yeah, turn 3. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a slaughter. He will have a hard time getting through that Christian. Illustrial can kill Licorice. Yeah, positioning-wise, this is difficult with Illustrial and Helena there. But I think if Will can make it to the center as a turtle cluster, then he'll be able to start letting these big guns like Bernhardt and Bozel go to work. Illustrial catching a breeze up here. Yeah, that's a lot of map pressure. With a breezed Illustrial up here. Helena with some preset tiles and Chivalry still.
Whoa! What is happening?
Who are you watching now?
Saber and Tenquin, he just teleported his Jugler and whipped his Ares. Shit's about to go down. I don't know what he's thinking. Never close. I think these are like the only two matches probably still going on.
Yeah, I guess it's been an hour and a half. So Illustrial takes the run at Bozel. She gets him. So that's one weapon out of the weapon box for Will. And she's safe from being countered there. Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Doesn't sound good.
Alright, Will getting some damage out. Kind of disabling that Illustrial for now. I didn't see if he had debuffs. I don't think he would have. Potentially from Kruger. He also didn't have terrain. It was Colossus Bozel. This says 2 range. Alright, Will's into his backup time. Here it goes. 3, 2. Alright, Will is officially at 0 backup time. Still not out of hand. I mean, Bozel would have been nice. So Jugler with 2 defensive debuffs here. He does get on the tower. Burns just going to take a run at him. Oh, and that's enough to kill him. This is exactly what Will was hoping for. Get units in range. All these big, rangy zoning threats don't really matter if there's a big, juicy unit standing right in front of your face. So he does need that Bernhardt to survive, though. Lucretia catching a breeze there.
Oh wow, I think Saber's gonna win this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Wow. That was a crazy move. You'll have to watch the replay of this. That was wild.
Yeah, Helena's actually a unit that can do some damage to this Christian, so Will's gonna have to hope that he can use his 2 healers to bulk back up enough to survive the next onslaught. And he's about to eat another AoE here. So that's more debuffs that the healers are going to have to be concerned with trying to remove with their Night Blooms. Alright, let's see what Helena can do against Christian with no angels. Getting pre-stormed. Even without this hit, that burn's probably dead to AoE. So Christian gets her revive. Oh, Burn takes the blood. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's all over Will. So sorry.
Will lost.
Oh yeah, he got just overwhelmed with AoEs on that last turn. So that is Dahl advancing over Will. So GG to both of you as well.
Oh, Saber just won.
Wow.
10 Quinn's dead. Yeah, he's quitting.
So Gall versus B-Guy next round. Estrification versus Dennis. Egg-Tang versus Nitro. One of the Zansons. Ben against Everblue. Ravager against Whir. Yeswo versus Siuni. That's your guildmate, isn't it?
Yep, we got 2 guys.
Dark Knight versus Winged Kuribo. That'll be a good match. Yoasobi versus Yichao. That'll be a good match too. Maybari versus Testarossa. Desu Life versus Zero Pops. Pizza versus Super Bob. Kazgao versus Moondoggy. Tilani versus SCL. There's a lot of good matches coming up in the next round.
Guess what? Our clanmates have to play each other.
Saber versus Viren. That's your 2 clanmates, isn't it?
Yeah, they're both in our clan.
Auto Run versus Shidel and Cavan versus Trinhuv. Hale and Yusoju. Creamy Mommy versus Absol. That'll be a good match too. Joshua, assuming that was Dango. Wow. Lots of good matches coming up.
Oh wow. Kazago beat Diva Breeder. That guy was like 10. Wow, 2.
So Tristan wants us to watch the FSN Saber match. Are there any matches that... There's replays, man.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
replays. Are there any replays that anyone here is particularly interested in watching? Otherwise, I'm going to usher Tristan safely out the front door so that he doesn't get mauled by Dobermans. And then I could come back and stream some replays later on. In fact, I think that's what I'll do, since it's been an hour and a half. It's probably a good time for a break for everyone. I'm pretty sure that Kata is also streaming some replays, so if he's online, definitely go check out his stream. And if not, I'll be back after a short break. Get some nachos into me, maybe. And we'll watch some of these matches that we didn't get to watch live. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for suffering my exploding PC with me. Thanks for suffering alongside Tristan on his painful, slow turtle push loss. And I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy Langrissing.